What's up, cuties on the internet? How's it going? I got a question for you. Do you use AdBlock? Do you? Oh, you have a little bit of that extension on your system? You play around with that browser you downloaded? You know, the privacy-focused one? Oh, Muda, don't worry, baby. I got it on my router level. Ooh, you got a VPN that does it, do you? Look, I'm not here to judge you. I don't give a shit if you use, ad blocking on my videos. I'm just glad that you'd spend time watching. That's all that really matters to me. You know, when it comes to, money on YouTube, ad revenue is very important, obviously, to creators, as it is for YouTube. But I'm one of those people that I care a lot about your viewing experience. Also, I care about your safety. In the past, you might have recalled I made a few videos like use AdBlock, okay? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that anymore since, yesterday this showed up. AdBlock is not allowed on YouTube! Looks like you may be using an ad blocker. Oh, how could you tell, YouTube? Did you check for an extension there? Ads allow YouTube to stay free for billions of users worldwide. You can go ad-free with Premium. Now, of course, YouTube Premium is a great option. I know some people buy it. I personally don't have it. I know that YouTube Red, I used to have that back when I paid for Google Play Music. Would I pay for Premium? Probably. It's $12 a month. I definitely use it more than I would Netflix, that's for sure. But ladies and gentlemen, YouTube has been pushing a lot of things with Premium. The other couple of days ago, I saw that they had 1080p Premium, basically a higher bitrate, so you get better videos on average, better looking ones, if you pay a little bit extra. Now, YouTube is a site that pays for 15 billion, like it makes like 15 billion a year or something, which, again, that's in 2020. YouTube makes a lot of money, by the way. But they also spend a lot of money providing you the videos you want to watch, okay? To understand, YouTube is a multi-billion dollar, the amount of money it costs to host internationally regarding YouTube videos is insane. But of course, the reality for it is no matter what, YouTube is willing to pay and burden that cost. So if you think about it, for them, YouTube is like having basically one of the biggest AI farms in the world. And honestly, Google makes a lot of money doing a million other projects anyways, and properties and services that they offer, that YouTube is kind of like a cost they're willing to bear. Now, obviously, in a business sense, they still want to be able to break even and make some goddamn money. So, of course, unsurprisingly, they started to crack down on people utilizing ad blocks. Now, to be honest with you, I really, again, don't care. And also, there's been a lot of ads generally in the last couple of months that we were sort of like scanning where there were literally malware like ads being sent around. So OBS, for instance, had an issue where like their first link was of a malvertising link. So you clicked on that link, thought it was OBS, you downloaded it, and suddenly, surprisingly, lo and behold, your computer was hacked. Your YouTube account was stolen because you downloaded malware-ridden files. Now that said, YouTube did take down, Google took that link down, obviously after I uploaded my video, and there was more attention sent around, and there is a way you can go around reporting malicious advertising as well. To understand, the ad bubble is so massive for YouTube that to sell inventory, and this is all the way back from 2017 during the adpocalypse, which is when I personally thought this was going to happen, this ad blocking shit. But the fact that it's happening now shows me that, okay, YouTube has let it fester for the longest time ever. Pretty much every website that I go to, every news website, pretty much forces you to stop using AdBlock, okay? Or make an account or pay for a subscription fee. Because web hosting is really fucking expensive. Now, obviously, for YouTube, there's probably such a massive amount of people watching entirely for free with ad blocks and not paying for YouTube Premium that ultimately the cost does become pretty large. To understand how these things scale, the idea is the more people that are watching, hopefully proportionally for YouTube, the more people are consuming advertisements. And to run YouTube, they obviously can sell the ad space. This is one of the most visited websites in the world, and people are going to be paying for ads on YouTube. They are going to be paid to have Google send out very specific targeted ads to the average person. The problem is making sure people can watch those ads. Now, there's a litany of extensions made to block out sponsors from videos, to block out ads, so on and so forth. But again, to understand, the more you block it out, the more pressure you put on these companies to actually counteract you. Ad blocking, antiviruses, anti-cheat, is effectively a fucking internet arms race. Now, even back then with YouTube, what was even wilder was like this one scenario where they actually had an experiment they were running 10 ads on. Now, to understand, this like ad blocking thing is currently an experiment, okay? As basically confirmed by a YouTube employee. Obviously, I can imagine this experiment is just designed to check who they're targeting. Obviously, they're not going to be blocking the individuals who are running this like a router level or something very invasive. They're just trying to get the people that are going and downloading the first extension that they can. And that's pretty much what it comes down to. So to really get the idea here, if they can convince just the people downloading like AdBlock Pro or whatever from like the Google Play Store or like the extension store or whatever, that's all that really matters to them. They're not really going to go after somebody that's getting a specific VPN to filter out the advertisements, so on and so forth. Now, of course, YouTube does do multiple experiments. Like for one instance, they actually had 10 ads in a row, non-skippable. So here you can see a YouTube user using YouTube on their television and getting subjected to 10 unskippable ads. Now, why is this not shocking to me? It's because they're on the television. I assume these experiments are run so that YouTube can gauge the differences between the ad tolerance certain people have. If you're watching on a computer, like a monitor, you probably don't want to see an ad. But if you're like some boomer that just stopped watching news on television and you discovered the YouTube channel app that lets me watch anything, you probably are the one that's most susceptible to be watching ads nonstop. You kind of already do it anyways, and YouTube hopes they can get away with it in a digital era. Now that said though, I can understand from a viewer's perspective why they want to actually use AdBlock. Like, I watch a crap ton of speedrunning content on the internet. I watch a lot of deep dive retrospectives on old video games. So I'm spending an hour of my life, all right, watching this video, and from time to time I'll pause it. And I can tell you right now, for like every hour I watch, I'm pretty sure I go through like 20 ad breaks. And I have to imagine it's because I stop watching the video, it unloads from the browser, and as soon as I hit play again, it reloads the video, also resetting the ad counts that I'm seeing. And ultimately, YouTube blocking ad blockers is ultimately beneficial for the creator. I only hope that when they're running these experiments, they don't go so invasive to the point that it actually harms people watching channels. People already don't want to see ads on the internet. And obviously YouTube wants to keep going invasive. So when it comes to this experiment, I personally don't care if you use AdBlock on my channel, but obviously YouTube does. YouTube cares for their entire platform. And if you're wondering, are the days of AdBlock over? Like I said, it's an arms race, all right? And I don't know if this is going to be against guidelines going into the future. Like if maybe an account could get banned for using AdBlock, that would be insanely wild. That would actually break certain browsers that have ad blocking tech built in anyways. We'll have to see, play it by ear. Again, this is an experiment. YouTube obviously wants as many people watching, but they want a higher percentage of those people actually watching ads. It's not a shocking scenario that this is happening, but I wanted to shed some light on it. I wanted to talk about it, and ultimately, I really don't care if you use AdBlock on mine. I don't think Jesus is going to kick you out from the dominion of heaven if you decide to use AdBlock. Also, I'm pretty sure your parents aren't going to love you any less or any more if you decide to use AdBlock anyways. Again, this is between you and God and YouTube. That's it. Hope you like what you saw. In the next couple days, we're covering a fight between the FBI and the FSB. Two three-letter agencies that hate each other more than fucking cats and dogs. I am